Hello guys, I'm Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com, and this video is following on from my last video where I showed you the perfect method to complete keyword transformation questions from part 4 of the Use of English paper. And so in this video I'm going to show you how to use the perfect method from the last video to complete the homework exercises from the last video. So if you struggle with keyword transformation questions, then this video will be really useful for you. And I will add this video to my keyword transformation playlist, and there is a link above me to that. And if you want to see more videos like this, I will put a link to my Ultimate Use of English course in the description below this video. And keep watching till the end of the video because I'm going to set you some homework to do, and I'm going to show you how you can access a free B2 First, that's FCE, or CAE, that's C1 Advanced video course. Okay, but for now, let's get started using the perfect method to complete these keyword transformation exercises. And if you want to see the instructions for how to complete these exercises, then I'll put another video above me which will show you the instructions, what you need to do in the exam. So I've written my perfect method or perfect strategy for you on this page, and now I'm going to use this to complete this first question down at the bottom here. But let's get started. So, revise collocations, expressions and phrasal verbs before the exam is really important for this and other parts of the exam. So I really recommend that you do that, and you can do that with a good course book. And if you're not sure what type of course book to get, then I made a book review for course books, and I will put a link above me to those. Or you can check out the links in the description with this video. Okay, read both sentences. I couldn't decide whether I preferred the blue shirt or the green one. I couldn't, the blue shirt and the green one. 3. Cross out duplicate information. Okay, so we have I couldn't here, and we have I couldn't here. Okay. The blue shirt and the green one. So we have the blue shirt here, the green one here, and we also have the blue shirt up here and the green one up here. So okay, so then we know that this is going to be the important information that we need in the gap, the part which hasn't been crossed out. Identify what type of word they give you. So they've given us the word choice, which is a noun, and it's quite a similar word to decide in a way, but decide is a verb and choice is a noun. If decide, the noun for decide would be decision. And I know that because I've studied word families and sentence structures, and I advise you to do the same before the exam, and there's a link that I'm going to put here for you to show you a good page that will help you learn about word families and sentence structures. So decide and choice. So choice is a noun, and is this word, number 5, is this word used in any common collocations, expressions or phrasal verbs? Well, we normally say to make a choice in English, to make a choice. Can you use the remaining information to complete the gap? Decide whether I preferred. I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide is the same as saying I couldn't make a choice. Okay, that's the same as saying decide, so we can cross out decide. whether I preferred. I couldn't make a choice, the blue shirt and the green one. Okay, so we need some more information here. And if we don't know what the final word is, then point number 7 is ask yourself a question using the information you have. So, ask myself a question. Could I make a choice using this information between the blue shirt and the green one? And then we need to answer this question. I couldn't make a choice using the information we have between the blue shirt and the green one. Okay, and now can you see we have the final word that we need? Between. Between. I couldn't make a choice between the blue shirt and the green one. So can't decide whether I prefer one thing or another thing is the same as saying can't make a choice between one thing and another thing. Okay, can you cross out the information, the remaining information? Yes, we can. And is the overall meaning correct? Well, couldn't decide if I prefer one thing or another thing is the same as saying couldn't make a choice between one thing and another thing. So yes, the overall meaning is correct, and you would get 1 mark for using the word choice correctly, and you would get another mark for the whole sentence being correct, because you get 2 marks for every question, and that is how you get them. 1 for the correct use of the word, the other mark for the overall sentence being correct. Okay, so let's have a look at another example. We can skip to step 2, read both sentences. Despite his disappointment, he continued to be cheerful. Although cheerful. Although cheerful. Cross out duplicate information. Although is similar to despite. Okay. Identify what type of word they give you. Remained is a verb. And remained is similar to continued. To continue, to remain, similar. Is this word used in any common collocations, expressions, or phrasal verbs? I don't think so. Can you use the remaining information to complete the gap? Well, continued and remained are similar, so I think remained will be towards the end of this sentence. Then we have despite his disappointment. Despite his disappointment. With despite, we use a noun afterwards. Disappointment. But with although, we tend to use a verb clause. So what's a way of saying his disappointment with a verb clause? We can say although he was disappointed. Comma, and then we can say he remained cheerful, which is the same as saying despite his disappointment he continued to be, he remained cheerful. That is the correct answer. You would get 1 correct mark for remained and another correct mark for the whole sentence being correct. Remember in the exam to write in capital letters in this part. So let's have a look at our third and final example. Read both sentences. There were so many people on the train that I couldn't get a seat. The train was nowhere for me to sit. Cross out duplicate information. Well, we have the train, couldn't get a seat. In fact, I couldn't get a seat. Nowhere for me to sit. So we have I and me, couldn't get, nowhere a seat to sit. What type of word do they give you? Crowded is an adjective. Number 5, is this word used in any common collocations, expressions, or phrasal verbs? I don't think so. Can you use the remaining information to complete the gap? There were so many people on the train. The train was, so crowded means when there are lots of people or so many people. So another way to say there were so many people on the train is to say the train was so crowded. And then we can cross off so many people on. And we have one word left, which is that, so crowded. So we can put that there. The train was so crowded that nowhere for me to sit. Okay, we need a couple of words to connect. So the train was so crowded, that is leading on to the consequence of the crowd. And the consequence is there's nowhere for me to sit. We can now cross out that. So we need to connect these two sentences. And if you're struggling, remember, ask yourself a question using the information you have. So the question could be, was the train so crowded that there was nowhere for me to sit? And the answer is yes. So answer this question. The train was so crowded that there was nowhere for me to sit. Okay, and there, when we asked ourselves the question, we had the remaining information that we need. Can you see what it is? That there was is the information we need. Then, finally, is the overall meaning correct? So let's read this one again. There were so many people on the train that I couldn't get a seat. The train was so crowded that there was nowhere for me to sit. So in both situations, there are too many people and there's no place for me to sit. So yes, the overall meaning is the same in this sentence as in this sentence. Okay guys, so I really hope you found this lesson useful, and if you want to see lots more exercises with questions and me showing you the answers for how to complete these questions, as well as tips, techniques and strategies for the rest of the Use of English paper, then I really recommend that you look at the course, which is my ultimate Use of English course, and I will put a link to that in the description below this video. Okay, but for now, here is a homework exercise for you. I want you to use this strategy that I've showed you, and you can watch the previous video in my keyword transformation playlist if you want to revise that strategy again, and use that strategy to complete these 3 questions. And I will put the answers to these questions in the description below this video. And if you want to watch me complete these questions using my strategy, then I really recommend joining my Ultimate Use of English video course, and I will show you how I complete them in that course. And there are lots more keyword transformation exercises in that course for you as well. So thanks for watching my video, guys. When you watch my videos, it helps my channel to grow, and it also helps my channel grow if you like my videos and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can even press the bell notification after you subscribe, and then you can be notified every time I make a new video, which will be especially useful for you if you are preparing for the Cambridge B2 First or C1 Advanced exam. And if you have any requests for videos that you would like me to make, please write me a comment below. I want to help you guys as much as possible. And what I'm going to do now for you is I'm going to put up a video showing you how you can access a B2 First, that's FCE, or C1 Advanced, CAE video course completely free. I've been Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com. Bye bye.